Let us learn how to write functions. I am writing a function here, void display. This will just display some message, cout hello. That's it. Now from main function I will call this display function. Let us run this. I got a message hello here. Let me debug this. Now it is at the start of the main function. F7 is taking me to function display, and after displaying hello it will come out. It is back to the main function. So this shows that when you call a function, the control will transfer to the function here, and again after completing of a function it will return back to the main function or calling function. See, this function is not returning anything, so its return type is void and it is not taking any parameters. Let us write few more functions and see. I'll write a function for taking two float numbers and adding them and returning the result. So this is float add is a function name, and float x and float y. This whole line is called as prototype of a function or header of a function or a signature of a function. I will write on the body, that is implementation of a function. So here I will take one temporary variable, then z assign x plus y and return z. So this will add x and y values and store the result in z, and then it will return the value of z. So here in the main function I want to call that add function. So here also I will declare variables x assign 3.5 and comma y assign 7.9 and also z. See, one thing to observe here is this function is having variables x, y, z, and in the main function also I am taking x, y, z. Is it allowed? Yes, it is valid. This belongs to main function and these belongs to add function. So two different functions can have variables with the same names, but they will be belonging to different functions. So here I will say z assign add sending x and y. So the value of x and y from main function will be copied in x and y of add function. Then after this I will display the result z, and also I will say NL. Let us run this and see. Here I got the result, that is 10.2. Now let me debug and show you. I'll put a breakpoint here and I will run the program. See, it is on the declaration statement because I have put a breakpoint here. Now if I press F7, then it will go to the next line, that is add. And you can see here inside the watch window the values of x is what the value I have given, and y is 7.9. It's some value what I have given. So it's not exactly the same value. That's it. So internally in the memory the value will not be represented as it is whatever it is given, because it is float type. You know how the float numbers are stored. They are stored in the form of mantissa and exponent, so it will not be exact value. Now z is not having any value and it is 0. It is having 0. We did not yet receive the result. And here inside the watch window it is showing x, y, z, three variables. Now I'll press F7 again. Now it has entered here and it is inside add function. So now you can see inside the watch window there are three variables x, y, z, and these variables belongs to add function. So here you can see that z is having some value, some garbage result is there inside z because it is not initialized. X is having the value which we have sent, and y is also having the value what we have sent. Now pressing F7 will get the value of z, and we got the result of z, and return z. It is on the statement return z, and the control will come back to the calling function, that is main function. So it's back into the same line. If I press F7, See, the value of z is not yet changed. It is back to this line, the value of z is not yet changed. If I press F7, now that result is brought into z variable. So z variable, you can see that it is having that result now that was sent from this function. And now it's about to display. It's on this line. Press F7, it will display here. You can see that 10.2 is displayed here. So that's it. So this is how the function calls are made and how the control transfer to the function and return backs to the calling function. We have seen this one. I'll write one more function for taking three numbers and finding the maximum of three numbers. So I will take integer type numbers and the function name I will call it as maxim and integer a comma integer b comma integer c. So it is integer b comma integer c. So it's taking three variables. Then the logic you know already, that if a is greater than b as well as a is greater than c, then return a. Else if b is greater than c, then return the greatest number will be b, so return b. Else return c. So I have written the logic. This is a simple logic for finding the maximum of three numbers. So here also in main function I'll make changes and I will declare four variables: integer x assign 10 comma y assign 15 and z assign 5. And also I will take one variable for getting the result. So then r assign maxim of x comma y comma z. Now the result will be in r, so I will say cout r and also endl. So from here I am calling this function maxim, and this is the maxim function, and it will take three values. Whatever the x and y z and values what I am sending, that will be copied in a, b, c respectively. Then it will find out the greatest of three numbers, whether a is greater or b is greater, c is greater. Whichever is greater, it will return the result. Let us run and see what value I get. So I should get value 15. Yes, I got the answer 15. So this is for finding maximum of three numbers. So in this way you can write various functions. I'll be giving you some challenges so you can solve those problems.